So the first drill we went over was just this standing in a stance phase or a pose phase of running. So this knee is going to be slightly bent. If you look at me from the side, I have like a little bit of a curved pelvis here. This foot is in line with this leg. And then what you're going to do is just own the balance here, step to the other side, own the balance here. All right, and as you get better with that, you can take bigger steps so you feel like you have to almost jump and land. So going side to side is easier than going front and back first to teach you how to land in these positions. Okay, so once you get the landing down, you can go into jogging in place, where the idea is that you're just pulling back and forth into those positions here, absorbing the landing, and then after you do that a little bit, you do quick pulls. So you're pulling the right up for about 5, go back to jogging in place, the left up for about 5. So I recommend timing the whole process here. So like if you're just jogging in place, maybe do like 5 minutes and periodically do a couple quick pulls till you feel like they're really fluid, and then you can go a little faster with them and you can make it a little bit more structured then. Okay, so that's a nice little, connect these two for 5 to 10 minutes. It's a nice little warm up that you can do, or you can just work on that every day and it's sort of working on your running stride. All right, so then we went over some core work. So on your back, we're going to focus on this sort of reach and hollow. So you fill your belly first, hold that for about 7 on the exhale. Tailbone comes up first, okay? The next breath, fill, reach. On the exhale, you come up. This is still lifted, so now the ribs are closer to the belt buckle here. Okay, so the next inhale, you fill. As you fill and hold, you're reaching a little bit more, and then the next exhale, ribs come down. All right, probably like 2 breaths are all you need there. That'll last about 30 seconds, and then you can rest. So like 3 to 5 sets of that. And then the other thing we did on the back was the rocks, where you're just holding and rocking. So the first round, you might do like 30 seconds or 30 rocks going all the way up, just trying to catch the momentum, keep your chin tucked as opposed to kicking the head back. So just try to rock on the curve of your back, and then you just make that rock smaller so your feet don't touch, and then eventually it becomes a little hip hop, hip hop, hip hop. So about 5 sets of 30 seconds with that one. Okay. With the plank, you're going to spend most of your time here with the wrists right over the shoulders, knees right under the hips, trying to go into like a cat position, breathe into the belly, hold that for 7. As you're breathing into the belly, you're widening your shoulder blades, reaching the hands. On the exhale, think about ribs down towards the belt buckle, tailbone tucking. All right, so about 2 to 3 breaths there, going through the whole cycle of 7-second hold, 8-second exhale. All right, and then we can do a couple repetitions going from hollow, fill your belly on the exhale, tighten everything into plank just for 1 exhale, and then reset that for 5 reps, okay? So about 5 sets of 30 seconds in the hands and knees position, and then maybe you can add 5 reps, 5 sets of 5 reps with just going from hands and knees to plank, okay? And then we did rear arm support, which is back here. Knees bent to start, spreading through the fingers. Fill your belly to prepare. Exhale, lift. And then when you're up here, you take about 2 breaths, fill your belly, 7 seconds, and empty it. Tighten the pelvic floor for 8. Okay? And then make that harder just by going here. And then anytime you're sitting on the ground, you got Z sitting, right? So we can be reaching through the ground. If to make it harder, we start moving the belly button towards this leg, which is the internally rotated leg. Okay, and then when we hit a sticking point, you breathe again, fill your belly. So if I'm on this side, I want to fill this side of the abdomen. It gives me a little space to maybe get a little more range, and then use this side of the abs to pull me a little bit more into this direction. Okay, and this one you can kind of time yourself, or you can just do it leisurely, like whenever you're sitting on the ground, just explore, that range. If you're gonna time yourself, 2 minutes would be the max you do, so like 1 to 2 minutes on each side. Okay, and then same idea, you got straddle pose, right? So when you're back this way, This is easier to think spread, open your chest, pushing your hands through the ground. And then if you're this way, it's harder. So when you hit a sticking point, then you'll start to do the breathing again. Fill, reach, exhale, ribs down, pulls you a little bit forward. Do the exact same thing with feet together. Okay?
Okay.
That
great.
should be plenty to work on there.